Hey, this is Reverend Lance with another edition of Frequently Asked Questions when you're starting or growing a ministry. And I'm with Street Bishops. And today's question is, do I need mentors or a board of advisors? Okay. Now, this is a loaded question, and not a question that you probably would have asked, but should have asked, okay? Okay, there has been this long-standing issue within ministry about control, okay? And we want to get the best advice that we can get from those around us. So having mentors is very important. And having a board of advisors is great. But should you have a board of directors or a group who can oust you from your own ministry? Probably not a good idea, okay? Later on, and some other things that you can ask us about, we'll get into more of that because it gets quite in depth to protect your position within your ministry. But it's something that anyone who starts and runs a ministry has a little bit of a feeling about. Am I going to lose control of my ministry if I ask others to come in and be mentors and a board of advisors? Well, if you structure this correctly first off, when you're first starting your ministry, don't be too frightened of that. At the same time, don't be quick to get others legally bound to the organization that you start. A lot of folks want to create a business entity right away. They want to get a not-for-profit status, and they want to start a corporation, they want to do all these things, right? It's like, whoa, wait a minute. You had a vision, a whisper, a calling from God to begin a ministry, right? To reach out and to serve God by serving those in your community and around you. Well, when you got that whisper from God to do that, I doubt seriously that the whisper was accompanied by, oh, and by the way, start a corporation, hey, this is God, I want you to help homeless people, but make sure you go get a corporation and not-for-profit status first. I'm not quite sure that's the kind of calling I've ever gotten, right? The calling comes in as your heart yearns for example, the homeless, and you want to serve them in some way through ministry, or you want to begin a ministry in your home for singles or whatever. Follow the calling. Don't get wrapped up right away in the business part of this, but do ask people to advise you and put together what you may call a board of advisors. See, when you have mentors and a board of advisors, there's no legal ties there. So you're not going to wake up one day and they're all sort of teed off at you and they just tell you to get lost and then your ministry is in someone else's hands. That's a frightening thing to have happen. What you're going to want to do is seek out mentors. Okay? Seek out mentors and a board of advisors who, when you share with them what your ministry concept is, what your calling is from the Lord, and that you would like them to just advise you, right? You need a sounding board. Let me tell you what my ideas are. Let me tell you what I want to show you my business plan, my approach of how I'm going to accomplish these outcomes, these objectives of the ministry. And those individuals can be powerful sounding boards, help you to realign and refocus and stay focused, okay? I didn't have those early on in my ministry work. And as a result, some things didn't get done because I didn't have somebody pushing me along. And many things got way distracted with a lot of other focuses and foci that I did not need. Now I have advisors. Now I have a board of advisors and I have mentors. And they're all the time, just, hey, Lance, no, that's not what your mission is. I mean, they know I've shared with them my mission and I've made rules where I can't even start something new unless I take it to my advisors and we get on a conference call. If the conference call says, yeah, Lance, go ahead and do that, then I allow myself to do it. Right? I'm under no legal obligation with my mentors and advisors to do anything. I have allowed myself to submit under them. I'm still in charge. Well, God's in charge, but of my ministry, I'm in charge. But I've allowed myself to be under these mentors and leaders, and they do a fantastic job of keeping me in the lines so that I can continue forward in building my ministry. And in your case, you may be just starting out, or you may be growing one that you have. But there's no legal binding there that I have to worry that someone's going to nudge me out of my ministry. That stuff happens all the time. But I am getting some good advice. They're helping me just be a better leader within my ministry, a better manager when I need to be a manager. And they're good critics that I respect, and I can hear their voice. I allow them to speak into my life. I allow them to speak into my ministry, and it's very, very productive. So that was today's frequently asked question, and that was, do I need mentors or a board of advisors? They're around you, and use them wisely. But I'd say yes, but only as advisors and not in a legal capacity. Okay? So that was today's question, and you can come on over to streetbishops.com, and you'll find 20 videos like this that have some great information that'll serve you well as you start your new ministry. So come on over to streetbishops.com and grab those videos. See you over there.